Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to episode 1 of the Ross County Road to Glory, I suppose you could call it. This has been a long time coming in reality. I mean, I've been meaning to do this obviously since EA Access and stuff, but yeah, before we get into that, I just want to say um, I have now moved house and the internet is a lot better here, it's a lot faster. Um, I was having issues with it, but a lot has changed. I am also not going to college anymore yet again, so if you were around during the Hibernian career mode in FIFA 18, then we might be going back to those days. Back when I was doing live comms, because last year I'd done the Livingston career mode, which was going to be live, but it was just so much easier to do post com. Um, and it was actually, for my standards, fairly successful. I mean, episode 1 of that career mode has nearly 2,000 views now, so I'll take that, and it has a pretty good like to dislike ratio, if I do say so myself. But, into this career mode. Few things to mention. We don't really have much of a. We don't have very strict objectives, let's just say that. 4 of the 5 of them are very low, and one of them is financial. That's the only one that isn't 5 out of, or rated 5 out of importance. It's rated 2. We need to get at least 900k profit at the end of the first transfer window. Let's be honest, that isn't going to happen. Because we have no depth whatsoever in the squad, so we need to get some pretty decent players in, and we need to get them in snappy. Uh, if you know anything about my career modes, you will know that I absolutely love using the youth system, despite how fucking broken it is, and despite the fact that they still don't acknowledge Wales, which is very interesting. I mean, they don't acknowledge most of the countries on the planet, but you know, you've not you've not got one of the countries that is in the UK, the country where Gareth Bale is from, the country where Aaron Ramsey is from, the country where Joe Allen is from. I mean, you start running out of players quite quickly when it comes to Wales. But then again, I'm Scottish. I'm surprised they've even got Scotland in there as a place to scout for players. Um, Considering, I mean, what's Scotland's best player right now? Probably James Forrest, John McGinn, maybe something like that. Um, so if you have a look at a short list, I say short, it's really fucking long. It's like when you get the messages for Tesco at the weekend. It's pretty fucking long. Uh, Only a handful of players in there that are serious contenders to get in the team, especially Bjarnason. Don't know if that's how you say his name, makes him sound like a pirate. Speaking of pirates, my guy actually looks like a pirate. I'm gonna change that up as soon as possible. I just kind of rushed into it. I imported a face from somewhere and I just kind of ran with it. And I left the beard on and I gave him a hat and I gave him the shittest dress sense imaginable. But Bjarnason is officially the first signing of the season. He's It was the highest rated player that I was looking at. Hold on to take a sip of water. 69 rated he is, centre mid, can play CDM as well. By far the highest rated, I think, by like 5 ratings. This Ross County team isn't the greatest, but we'll get into that when it comes to gameplay. Andy Irving, a young 19-year-old from Hearts, and it's kind of similar to last year when I was with Livingston. They had we had Bobby Burns on loan, I believe, from Hearts, and I like signing my Hearts players. I have to say, Callum Morrison was another player that I really liked from Hearts last year. I signed Nakamura from Hearts last year. Keito Nakamura, not Shinsuke. If it was Shinsuke, then I would have edited him into the fucking Ross County team just to use him. Um, but yeah, we're gonna need to abuse loan deals this season, I think, because um, well, the size of the squad and how much our budget really allows us to buy players. Um, because I'm trying to really be a cheapskate in this first season so that we can sort of have a big change for season two when it comes to getting younger players. And on top of that, there is some players I think in the youth, not the youth, there are some players in the shortlist that are uh, have release clauses, and if we can get them uh, once their actual value is over the release clause, then it'll be worth getting them. This guy, Bella Kotchap, now I want you to remember his name, because we tried to get him on loan, and it rejected us. Now, that might sound daft, but I think in the long term, he's definitely going to be a signing that I want to make. As far as I'm aware, he does have pretty solid potential. There's quite a few Toulouse players that I was looking at. None of them have spectacular potential. Most of them are just quite good, especially for the Ross County team. Andy Irving does come in on loan though, which did take a little while to actually come through, but it came through in the end. And I realised that I really need a right back and probably a better centre back, because we do have four centre backs, but one of them was playing right back and he's our captain. I think his name's Fraser. So I was like, right, what free agents are about? Because free agents are always the best way to go when you start a road to glory, in my opinion. Um, there's always usually a couple of pretty decent players. They're always from like India, Bulgaria, and like South America. Or not South America. Well, yeah, South America, but I was thinking of the actual country, South Africa. Um, but yeah, Boshikov, he's 31 years old. He was by far the best centre back that I could get for free. 68 rated, very solid. Um, Obviously not exactly the best in the league by any stretch of the imagination, but you know, definitely good enough to play for Ross County. Um, if you are a Ross County fan, please let me know if there are any players missing from the team that are in the game that I could sign. Because I'll be honest, I haven't really done my research the way I probably should have. Um, this is the youth scout that we got, the Scout Future Star. I'm really glad that they narrowed down his passing as a cam from between 1 and 99. Could they really not narrow it down to anything less than that? He's either the worst passer in the world or he's Lionel Messi. You know, it could be either of the two, but who knows? It could be anywhere in between as well. You'll just have to wait and see. And of course, I'm gonna call him up eventually. I don't do it in the episode, um, because I want to give him time in the youth academy just so that his potential narrows down a bit, so that I know what I'm getting. But at the same time, he's 55 rated and might be useful to the first team. But at the same time, he's a cam and we're playing a 4-4-2. Um, we might change the 4-4-2. I'm not sure yet. This is the right back though. I believe he's from Egypt. Gaber? Omar Gabber. I've not a clue how you say his name. Um, but yeah, both of them, I know we're kind of relying on the wage budget here, but both of them I'd say were fairly cheap. Nobody cost over 10k in wages anyway, put it that way. I think 5k, no, what was Bjarnason, was it 7.5k or something? That was the most expensive on wages. But yeah, here's Bella, how do you fucking say his name again? Bella Ketchup? I'm sorry, I'm really sort of trying to stare right into the tiny little window that the screen is on. But yeah, we're trying to get him again, only on a 1 year deal, because I do want to get him on loan. We got rejected again because he thinks he's better than the SPL. We will show you, son. You will be better than the SPL in the future, but not quite yet. You're 60 rated, son. Come on. And then we go into our first press conference as Ross County Manager. Now, it has to be said, like, these press conferences are something else. They're pretty fucking questionable. And you'll see what I mean when it comes to the last question in this press conference. Um, I mean, career mode really is broken, and it's something that I wanted to wait until it got fixed, but knowing EA, probably not going to happen. But yeah, if you've seen that question there, it said we signed Bjarnason for a very good deal from free agents. The team free agents. Why did they not just say, oh, there was a free agent or you signed them for free, just generally speaking? What do you think of him? I mean, he's clearly the best player on the squad, so I'm obviously going to speak positively, and it's kind of difficult to really let the morale of the team drop by much in this when it comes to press conferences and stuff. But come on to fuck. For free from free agents, they're not even a space between free and agents. Free agents, the one word. Only there's a capital in A. It's, I don't know, grammatical errors just do my tits in. I'm a grammar Nazi, get over it. Ugh. But yeah, first game of the season, only game of the episode that I actually physically play. And the team felt very, very sluggish. The only team I've used is Celtic so far in career mode, and I'm actually thoroughly enjoying it. I can't lie. I mean, I did give Celtic stat boosts that I felt were fair because I think they're underrated. I think the SPL generally is underrated. Sure, the skill isn't there, but we're a very physical league. Not anybody can just walk into it and boss it. Um, but eventually, I did start to get used to the team. Um, I really like the feel of Ross Stewart, and you'll see why. Um, hint hint. But then again, we are playing against Hamilton, and well, I can't lie, I don't rate Hamilton. I just don't. I stayed in Hamilton for a few months between moving house, and you'd imagine that it'd probably give me like a soft spot for the team or anything like that, but it just didn't. I just don't care about Hamilton. I kinda wish Hamilton went down. What I wanted to see actually was Dundee United come up, and we were very close to scoring here with Bjarnason. Um, Bjarnason making him sound like that pirate from The Simpsons. Um, and Draper almost scoring here as well, but the shot was a little bit in the weak side. Um, but yeah, the team eventually did start to sort of feel like it was gelling together. And I also feel like I was playing fairly slow, but it really pays off in this game. Like, it feels like football. The gameplay is brilliant. It is on Legendary, and I have to admit I do find Legendary a bit easier than I did last year. And to say a bit easier is probably an understatement, because again, if you were here during the Livingston career mode, you'll know how much I struggled at the start of that. Um, I'm a bit worried though, because if I do start to struggle, I've heard that it's apparently really easy to get the sack in this game. That does worry me quite a lot, because not much is expected of this team, but people are saying they're getting the sack for nothing essentially. Um, and Ross Stewart comes to call, or comes to answer the call from Ross the Raper, I suppose you could say, getting the rebound. I mean, rebound aren't really great anyway. I mean, you can see the possession stats there, though, 61 to 39. Um, yeah, it feels good. Ross does feel good as well, Ross Draper. And Bjarnason getting the third goal. Quite fitting that, considering Ross County did beat Hamilton 3-0 on the first day of the season. Um, which I think is kind of fitting because that is a scoreline for this game. Although we were very close to going up 4-0, just if Gardyne was a bit of a better finisher, then we probably could have finished 4-0. But I'd say that's a good result for the first game of the season. Every single signing was good. Um, we never got to see Irvin play yet, and I'm of course going to try and look to get more signings in. If you have any suggestions, please let me know because I kind of want the viewers, the subscribers, the followers, to be my scouts, I suppose, or my board, I guess. This press conference was kind of shit. They basically just asked how I felt Bjarnason and Haber played, or Bozhikov, sorry, and I was just like, yeah, they were fine. Um, Another thing I want to mention, I'm starting to stream on Twitch, so if you could go into the description and follow me on Twitch, that would mean a shitload for me because you might actually see me live over there, and then you can actually interact with me properly and get your opinions heard and stuff like that. And this is the league table. After game one, obviously there's nothing really special to see. Only one game's played over. We've got 3 points, 1 point, or zero. But we're second in the table, so you know, only onwards. Either onwards and upwards, or only onwards and downwards, I suppose. Um, Next game will be up against Hearts in the next episode. If you've enjoyed this episode, please slap a thumbs up on it, or punch just click the like button, right? Subscribe as well. We're literally 2 subs away from 100. That would be massive for me, and I'd really appreciate that. Um, and if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And like I said, follow me on Twitch because you will probably see me there very, very soon, possibly after you see this uploaded. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.